I want to begin by doing something I rarely do. And to appreciate the acting Prime Minister, Right Honorable Justine Kasule Lumumba, because she's sitting in for the Prime Minister. When we raised the matter of the front bench, that time I think there were just two. She stood up and number one conceded, apologized to this House, and promised that they will do better. I think that's important. And for that, I want to give you your flowers, because rarely, very rarely does government concede on. So we've raised this issue, I don't know how many times. And usually whoever is sitting in for the Prime Minister comes here, says, well, ministers are busy, they are coming, and so on. But she didn't take us in circles, which is a good thing. And hopefully now, you'll follow up on the pledge, the commitment you've made to write, to see to it that the very many ministers in each docket, at least one gets to be available. That's a good thing. Be that as it may, I want to put two quick issues to her. Honorable Speaker, this here is our country's constitution. In law, we call it the grand norm. It provides for everything to do with the law in our country. Chapter 4, which is the Bill of Rights, has got several articles. One very critical one about personal liberty, Article 23, provides for the mode of how somebody gets to be arrested if they are suspected to have committed an offense. Who gets to conduct the arrest, how the person gets to be arrested. They are taken to a designated place. Family members, lawyers get to know this is where this person has been taken, and they are also held in that gazetted designated place for not more than 48 hours, produced in court. That's here in Article 23 of our country's constitution. Of late, Right Honourable Speaker, this provision of our constitution has been violated. People are picked up. You know, when we use the word kidnap, it is because of how people are picked up. The drone, that's an ordinary car. People wearing ordinary clothes, wielding guns, they'll break into people's homes or abduct them on the road and take them to no one knows where. That's not an arrest as provided for in this, our constitution. I saw the spokesperson of police, Assistant Commissioner of Police, Chituma Rusoke. He said, as we were raising these complaints, he said, no, the public is not going to give us orders on how we are going to conduct arrest. It's not the public, it is this constitution that orders government on how to conduct arrests. Article 23, it is here. So what we need to know from government is that the new mode of arrest, has government sat in cabinet and amended this constitution without the knowledge of Parliament, which you preside over, Right Honourable Speaker? Because laws are made here, they are amended here. So has Article 23 been amended, and by who, under whose authority? We need to know, because this business of just picking up people, they're taken wherever, beaten up, then we hear they're in people's basements. It is ultra-vires, it is outside of the law. We need to know, because this Parliament is the custodian of this constitution. Second and final, Right Honourable Speaker. Again, regarding personal liberties, for a while, we kept demanding for answers from government about missing persons. One of those who was the name standing out among the pack, one John Bosco Kibalama, who was kidnapped on Martyrs' Day in 2019. The Prime Minister, Right Honourable Robin Anabanja, told the nation that John Bosco Kibalama was arrested and he was in state custody. Of course, we kept asking, where is he? Can we know? There were no answers after she admitted that. Last week, I saw the spokesperson of the Uganda People's Defense Forces, Acting Major General Felix Kulaije. He was recently appointed in acting capacity in that role. He said, Kibalama is outside of the country, and we know the country in which he is. I thought he was going to go ahead and tell the nation which country that is. So what I want to know, is that the new position of government, that this gentleman and the other missing persons, they are outside of the country? Because the initial government position by Right Honorable Robin Anabanja was that, no, this man was arrested. Where is he? We don't know. Now, the spokesperson of UPDF is saying he's outside of the country and we know where. Is that the new position of government? And why that is important is because it will help us. Who knows, even me, I might come here and I apologize to government and I say, I am sorry, all along I was saying you kidnapped this person, but now we have found out he is hiding in this country. So I apologize for saying you abducted him, and yet he's in another country. So we want to get that information now that it is coming from a government official. So is that the position of government? Thank you.
Right Honourable Speaker. Right Honourable Speaker, my procedural matter is related to what LoP has raised. And this is an issue of human rights and matter of law. But we have the Office of the Attorney General, we have the Minister of Justice, now issues involving police. Internal Affairs has 3 ministers. Wouldn't it be procedure right, Honourable Speaker, that maybe before the issue of LoP is answered, one of those people, one of the ministers in that docket could be given 5 or 10 minutes to come and give us a better line of guidance, Right Honourable. But it's you who is the custodian of the Constitution. You could guide the Right Honourable.
Yeah. Thank you, the Right Honourable Lumumba, to say that I would need maybe support from the Attorney General, or if she can answer sufficiently, please let her answer. Let's give her a chance.
Thank you so much, Right Honourable Speaker. The Leader of Opposition has raised issues. There are quite many. But what I can say, and which is paramount, is that we are all here because of the Constitution. And the procedure to amend the Constitution is clearly laid out in the Constitution itself. And the final body on amending the Constitution, the final decision, lies with this House. So, the issue of assuming that maybe we amended the Constitution, we don't have the powers as cabinet. The powers are with this House, the August House. So, there has not been an amendment. We've not usurped the powers of this, the Parliament of Uganda. The issues to do with arrests and human rights, Right Honourable Speaker, I would suggest that let this be part of what will be answered by the Prime Minister during the Prime Minister's time, because that is where we get even the benefit of where it is in writing under the signature. So the details will be contained in the the Prime Minister's time. I thank you. The issue is raising of the Attorney General, which my MP is raising. It is the Prime Minister to choose who should help her as she makes the response to the House. Thank you.
Thank you.
Olwaleero tuzzeemu nate okujjukiza gavumenti ku nsonga ze tuzze twogerako nga beeyama nti bajja kutwanukula naye ne beebuzaabuza kati ffe tujja sigala nga tubajjukiza nga tuddamu okuzoogerako abantu okuwambibwa. Tuwulira poliisi n'amagye batya ne baga nti gavumenti tewamba bantu ebakwata bukwasi arrest, naye bo kye bakola kikontana n'amateeka. Akawaayiro namba 23 mu ssemateeka yaffe kalambika bulungi omuntu omukwata otya, mweyanjudde, mutegeerekeka, era omuntu ono mumukutte, mumututte wa? Ab'eŋŋanda ze balooya bamanyiwa we mumututte. Naye bo kye bakola basindika zinnemotoka eza bulijjo zi drones zirimu abantu abambadde engoye ezaleeya, bakutta amamundu, bamenya enzigi z'abantu ne batwala. Abafamire babuuza mumutwala wa, babayisa mbuyisa mpi. Ne wayitawo akabanga paka eventually gye babaleetera mu kkooti, abamu nga bawenyera bajjudde ebisago, babatulugunyizza. Ensonga eno tugenda giremerako kubanga kye bakola kimenya ssemateeka. Kati buli bwe tukyogerako nga beebuzaabuza tujja kuleeta statement ndowooza nga balowooza nti tujja kwerabira. Tetujja kwerabira. Nalabye agerera poliisi Kituma Lusoke ng'agamba nti temujja tuwa amateeka ku ngeri etya gye tubakwata. Ssemateeka yebawa amateeka n'erambika obulungi nti omuntu omukwata bw'oti n'omutwala wano era nga bamututte bategeerekeka. kakati bona olumba omuntu oli mu ngoye ezaleeya okutta emmundu ng'alina akasaale ke ye ngalowooza gwe oli mubbi oli muzigo ozze kumulumba kati bw'anaakola obulabe k'omu kwabo abantu abo kati ogwo nagwo gujja kubeera musango ne gugulako nti kakati ono yakosezza owa poliisi oba owamagye ng'ali mu ngoye ezaleeya omuntu oyo munaamunenya kubanga yaba yeetaasaako bano abazigwa abamulumbi kati ffe tugamba balina okugoberera amateeka era tetugenda kusirika ku nsonga eno. Ensonga endala ya ku bantu abaabuzibwawo ba John Bosco Kibalama n'abalala. Prime Minister Robinah Nabbanja yagamba eggwanga nti oyo Kibalama ye twamukwata era ali mu mikono gya gavumenti. Ne tubuuza Kibalama oba mwamukwata aliwa mwamukwata mwamuteeka wa alina poliisi gy'alimu waliwo komera gye mwamutwalamu oba wa tukyalinza okuddibwamu akyebuzaabuza Nabbanja. Kati eno wiiki twawulidde ayogerera amagye Felix Kulaije yabadde alina TV emu gy'aliko naga nti oyo Kibalama twafuna amawulire alina eggwanga lyaddukamu gye yeekwese ne bamubuuza ggwanga kinti asijja ddi babuulira naye tukimanyi kati twagala Kulaije atubuulire bw'aba awakanya ffe bye tugamba nti John Bosco Kibalama n'abalala baawambibwa Bassam Mugumya nti abali eyo balina gye baddukira mawanga ggwanga ki mutubuulire tutegeere oba oli awo tuyinza n'okwetonda fe abazze bagamba nti gavumenti yawamba bakibalama n'abalala bwe batugamba era ne batulaga obujulizi nti omuntu ono ali mu ggwanga gindi tujja kuvaayo twetondere eggwanga tugambe nti awo tetwali batuufu omuntu ono teyawambibwa era abadde mu ggwanga lino twagala batubuulire ku bantu bano bonna era ne Prime Minister tumujjukiza amutuuliddemu olwaleero twagala atubuulire be yatugamba nti Kibalama gavumenti yamukwata byali byakiyaaye yali anyumyamu bunyumya kiki yali ategeeza kakati position empya eya gavumenti eri nti Kibalama ali mu ggwanga alina eggwanga lye yeekukumyemu twagala batuwe details zino zonna wabanga alina eggwanga lyalimu family eyagala otegeera omuntu waabwe aliwa batubuulire balekerawo tuwuzaabuza.
To deliver his deepest gratitude to you.
Maguzi, can you take your seat? You can consult when you're seated.
Mr. Speaker, the Right Reverend Bishop Aquinas Francis Kibira Kambali asked me to deliver his gratitude on behalf of the Diocese of Kasese and on behalf of the Kasese people. Deepest gratitude, Mr. Speaker, for the work and support. Mr. Speaker, sir, I raise on a matter of national importance. First of all, thanking the President of Uganda and the government of Uganda for the good relationship that exists between the two entities. Mr. Speaker, sir, the OBR, or the Obusinga Rwenzururu Kingdom, had an interaction with the government and the President of Uganda as it relates to rebuilding the kingdom, the Rwenzururu Kingdom. And then also, number two, creating an income-generating project. As a matter of fact, government agreed to buy for the kingdom the General Kazin Hotel in Kasese to provide income for the kingdom. And number three, Mr. Speaker, to create a Nyawawale Women and Girl Fund to support the women and girls in Kasese community, and also to have or serve the Royal Guards families with a resettlement package. And very lastly, Mr. Speaker, to take care of the medical bills and also facilitate a specialized treatment to the king. Mr. Speaker, sir, I raise this to ask respectfully government to work with the kingdom, the Rwenzururu Kingdom, specifically the Prime Minister, and have a clear plan and a roadmap on when some of these things or all of them will be actualized, Mr. Speaker. I really want to appreciate you for the opportunity.
Thank you, Honourable Watkins. Government.
So much, Right Honourable Speaker. And I would want to thank the member for the issues he has raised. First of all, the issue of appreciating you for the efforts of going there. Very few people appreciate. And I also want to thank him for appreciating you. And also, secondly, I want to thank him for appreciating the good relationship between the government and the Rural Kingdom. But what I want to say is that the issues he's raising of government supporting the girl child, most importantly, supporting the kingdom and supporting the royal guards, I'm going to take it up with the Prime Minister so that the plan will be brought here after discussion with the kingdom and the royal guards and him and the leaders of the area so that we roll it out together and implement and work it together. I thank you.
Thank you.
That is Rule 52, Right Honourable Speaker. Ministers to attend House to answer questions. Right Honourable Speaker, we have several ministers for different dockets, but right now we only have one minister yet. Only two. Imagine out of 80-something, we have only 2 ministers, yet they are supposed to answer very important questions for this country, Right Honourable Speaker. So are we moving procedure right Honourable Speaker?
Well, we can as well leave the questions. We handle other issues that don't require questions. Okay? Yeah. Okay?
Right Honourable Speaker.
Oh, please,
it shouldn't
Honourable
be...
Tamagus, please. That's not how they access a microphone. No, it's not standing up, switching on, doing what you want to do. No. When you want to access a microphone, you stand up and you catch my eye. Like now what you have done. Okay?
Right Honourable Speaker.
I haven't allowed you. I haven't even called you. Catching my eye doesn't mean you start speaking. No, when you catch my eye, I call you. So, Honourable Tamaguzi on the floor.
Thank you, Right Honourable. Right Honourable Speaker, we have a big number of ministers. I think even Uganda might be having the biggest number of ministers in the region. But it hurts Ugandans to see that when we have such important sitting, we only have 2 people. There are several questions which these ministers are supposed to answer, especially at this critical moment, Right Honourable Speaker. So the issue I'm raising is not just a trivial matter. We want to see our ministers answering questions because we are now attending to matters of national importance. Each docket has its own minister. There is no single minister who should be a jackpot to answer every question raised by each member. So, Right Honourable Speaker, I think, are we really moving? Are we procedurally moving right?
Thank you. We have a minister for general duties. Okay? But Honourable colleagues, what Honourable Tamagus is raising is a very important matter. Under Rule 52, Sub-Rule 3, Wednesdays and Thursdays specifically, maybe we need to share these rules with the ministers so that they know at least Wednesdays and Thursdays, they should be here to answer critical questions. So, yes, Honourable Minister for General Duties.
Thank you so much, Right Honourable Speaker. Right Honourable Speaker, what the member is raising is right, and what I want to say is that I'm going to raise it with the Chief Whip of Cabinet, that is the Prime Minister and Leader of Government Business, and I'll put it in writing and give you a copy so that it is taken by our head on our side in this institution. But I want to take this opportunity to also say, Right Honourable Speaker, we apologize for the inconveniences we have caused by our absence in this office, in this parliament, because it's so clear that in every sector, at least there must be one minister in here. And when you observe, in our ministries, we have more than one. I thank you.
Thank you. So, Honorable Tamaguzi, I think let's pick the questions, okay? But this is, your point has been made, and it's a matter we should follow upon seriously.
Speaker, I rise on a matter of national importance. Right Honorable Speaker, whereas Objective 3, Subclause 4 of the National Objective Directives, Principles and State Policy provide that there shall be established nurtured institutions and procedures for resolution of conflicts fairly and peacefully. And whereas this requires institutions of government under tripartite arrangement to ensure that at least they handle issues of grievances in the workplaces, to enhance industrial harmony, productivity. Right Honorable Speaker, this has compromised service delivery in a number of areas. Right Honorable Speaker, the issues at hand, one, we had the industrial action declared last week by technical and vocational schools all over the country, and all institutions are now at rest. This week, we have had industrial action declared by the teachers during third term, and this has caused a lot of unrest in our schools. The local government workers have also ended their notice of 90 days, and they are due to declare industrial action. Right Honorable Speaker, this is compromised service delivery and jeopardize our education. My prayer, Right Honorable Speaker, is that one, government engages in interministerial dialogue.
Honorable Yakatonda, colleagues said we should always apply the rules now seriously. Rule 78, because I see you have a document you're reading. The moment you have a document you're reading, you should share with the members. Okay? Otherwise...
Much obliged, Right Honorable Speaker. I beg you to lay.
No, you should share so that we put it on our system, okay? And these are your own rules, Rule 78 of our Rules of Procedure. So you submit, but I see you're reading a document and would have interest in that document you're reading. So next time, off cuff.
Okay, I'm not speaking
but you can refer to notes.
I'm not speaking off cut, Right Honorable Speaker, for avoidance of that anomaly. Right Honorable Speaker, now I would give prayers that I think there is a need for an interministerial dialogue where we should have means of education, means of public service, means of finance, and means of local government so that they handle this matter amicably and ensure that our children go back to school and teachers in the class. Right Honorable Speaker, there should be a follow-up because in July we had an engagement in State House where we agreed on 4 semantic areas. One, further enhancement, waiving payee, giving accommodation. All these have actually been part of the issue that would actually bring commitment among the workforce. But Right Honorable Speaker, I think there has been silence. I beg that there should be communication. Let's have a dialogue under the public service negotiation machinery so that we can actually resolve this matter. I beg to submit.
Thank you, Honorable Minister.
Right, Honorable Speaker. I want to thank my colleague, Honorable Biakatunda, for raising this very important matter of national importance. True, there is an ongoing industrial action, but Mr. Speaker, as he stated, there is also an ongoing negotiation, dialogue, to see to it that we come to a common table and we agree. Two, as he stated, there was already a commitment from government of Uganda that we really cater for our teachers at all levels. And this commitment is still on. What I can say is that we've just started a budgeting cycle, and this commitment is being factored into the budget for next financial year. I just want to say once again, we commit for the welfare of the teachers, and the negotiation, at the end of it, Mr. Speaker, will bring a statement to brief the House. I thank you.
In the VIP gallery this afternoon, we have Honorable Owere Asha Wilson, Deputy Prime Minister Tieng Adola, also former Chairman General Uganda National Teachers Union. He's accompanied by Mr. David Muzare, team lecturer, Ecumenical Interfaith Association in Uganda. They've come to observe proceedings of this house. Please join me in welcoming them. Thank you. Colleagues also in the public gallery this afternoon, we have pupils and teachers from Ombachi Satellite Nursery and Primary School, Arua City. They are represented by Honorable Feta Geoffrey and Honorable Osor Maureen. They've come to observe proceedings of this house. Please join me in welcoming them. Thank you. Honorable Tebandeke.
I rise on the matter of national importance regarding the removal of public address system in Kayunga district. Right Honorable Speaker, I rise to bring to the attention of this august house the matter of national importance concerning the recent action by the Uganda Communication Commission, UCC, to remove the public address systems commonly referred to as loudspeakers, community megaphones in Chitimbwa Town Council, Nkokonjeru Village, Kayunga Town Council, Nazigo and Kangulumira in Kayunga District. Right Honorable Speaker, these public address systems are standalone communication devices that do not operate on television or radio frequencies, thus posing no interference to regulated broadcasting spectrum.
Procedure?
Right Honorable Speaker, before that as we rise on matters of national importance, you are not supposed to be reading it through without actually sharing the document. So I don't know if the Honorable Member has shared the document with us, since we cannot access it. Thank you.
Thank you. Honorable Tebandeke, please submit.
Thank you.
Colleagues, your own rules. Maybe we shall talk to the seniors here. We see how best to remove some of these rules. But like Rule 78, you know, it's a very serious rule. And on several occasions here, someone is submitting and the member says, I don't have a copy of the document the colleague is reading. So, Honorable Tebandeke, please comply with the rules.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Right Honorable Speaker, these standalone megaphones are used as security alerts, community engagement, youth employment and engagement, economic opportunities, and emergency communications. Right Honorable Speaker, as my prayer is that the Minister provides a detailed explanation of the reasons and circumstances under which Uganda Communication Commission is removing these public address systems despite the non-interference with regulated frequencies. 2, outlines the potential social, economic, and security consequences of removing these community megaphones, particularly in rural areas where alternative communication platforms are scarce. Lastly, Right Honorable Speaker and colleagues, I would like also the Minister to clarify whether UCC has developed or intends to develop guidelines to regulate the use of public address systems to ensure continued operations given the significant benefits to community welfare, security, and youth engagement. I beg to submit, Right Honorable Speaker. Thank you.
Let me get the address to the Prime Minister so that we get a substantive answer. Like how you prepared the substantive submission and read it on the floor, the Prime Minister should receive it. And because it needs details, it can't be answered off cuff.
Most obliged.
Speaker. Right Honorable Speaker, I raise on matter of national importance. Government of the Republic of Uganda is implementing a nuclear energy project in 2 districts. The first phase, they are implementing it in Buyende district, and the second phase would be Nakasongola. Right Honorable Speaker, Minister of Energy has engaged stakeholders in Nakasongola. They had a meeting where they met the district executive committee and the council. They met the LC3 chairpersons and their councils and LC1 chairpersons. But Mr. Speaker, this is a political time, and what happened after that meeting, the propagandists started popularizing it, and they said that it is members of parliament who were in parliament in 2017. They are the ones who has caused the evictions of people or people are being threatened to be evicted. Mr. Speaker, my humble request is that the Minister of Energy,
Yes,
the Minister of Energy,
procedure.
Speaker, I'm wondering why this old man is reading. At least Honorable Tebandeke is a younger man.
You're wondering what?
Why he's
Just
reading this?
Mr. Speaker, I am not reading.
No, please, please. I just want to know, you are wondering what? Because I didn't hear you properly.
I wonder why this honorable member of parliament is reading, and he looks to be a very well experienced man. Can he please just present without reading? I thank you.
Now, so honorable colleagues, the rule is very simple. It doesn't stop you from reading, okay? You can refer to the notes to refresh your memory, okay? But then the speaker under 782 can allow you under exceptional circumstances. So today, starting with Honorable Tamagusi, going to Honorable Tebandeke, now to Honorable Noah, I've allowed under exceptional circumstances. But I was just trying to remind you that you need to revise and you come when you're well-grounded with your submission. Clarification, no one on the floor. Yes, Honorable Martin Muzare.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Right Honorable Speaker, we normally submit our matters of national importance to the office of the Speaker. And by doing so, I would expect that you're now in charge of that document. So by the time I come on the floor and read, I expect that the office of the Speaker has received my document, and therefore it can upload those on the system.
Honorable Martin Muzari, I never receive such a kind of questions. Members come, okay, and engage with me. And the reason for engagement is simple, to be guided, because I know matters of national importance should be questions of urgent nature, questions that cannot wait, and questions where an oral answer is even satisfactory, an off-cuff answer is even satisfactory. So why we share with you is for purposes of guidance, because many of you come and I say, Honorable colleague, I think this one is fit for the Prime Minister because it will need a detailed answer after consultations have made. Or I guide you, I say, no, for oral answer, but addressed to the Minister, because the rules provide for all these kinds of questions. But matters of national importance are part of the communication of the Speaker. They are not among the questions which are provided for under our rules of procedure. So here I use my discretion, my time during my communication. I say, since I've communicated, colleagues, you might also be having very urgent matters you want to communicate, and I give you that chance. So they are totally different from the questions that are provided for under the rules. So conclude, Honorable, by going to the prayers.
Your wise ruling. Right Honorable Speaker, my humble prayer is that the Minister of Energy will go to Nakasongola district, particularly to Lakeview Secondary School, Kalungi Sub-County, and meet the village people, the residents, who are being threatened to be evicted by this project, so that they give clear picture, proper information, so that they get to know how the project will be implemented and what will happen. That's my humble request, Right Honorable Speaker.
Thank you.
Developing nuclear energy, mainly to enhance the electricity that we are generating in the country to meet the projected demand. It is also true, one of the sites that we have identified suitable for development of nuclear is actually in Nakasongola. It is also true that we are creating awareness. Nakasongola is, we have Buyende as for our phase 1. We have Nakasongola for phase 2. And we also have Gulu as our phase 3. And at the initial, when we started planning this, we created awareness. That awareness is what is causing what he's saying. And we're actually going to enhance the awareness. Nobody is going to be evicted from his land.
especially when you are far off from the implementation. We are going to engage the communities, create more awareness on it, such that they don't have fears. In case that time comes, they will be compensated. We have a provision for compensation of the project affected person.